Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This should be a big treat. It really is. It's a big bottle, so I hope it's going to be a big treat or it's going to be a big disappointment. And I kind of seriously doubt that with AleSmith beers. Uh, they do some awesome stuff, guys. And now that I can get these here in Virginia, I am very happy. Uh, I have driven several hundred miles before and had subscribers send me these beers. Parrish first started sending me these beers a couple years ago because I could not get them here and I was blown away by their beers. And then they were coming to North Carolina and I was driving to North Carolina to get my hands on these beers. And now they're coming to Virginia. So two big thumbs up uh, for them to ship these beers into Virginia now. This is the Grand Cru, which is a Belgian strong dark ale. This one comes in at 10%, and right on the side of the bottle here, they don't screw around, they don't jerk you around. It says bottled on 042215. So not quite a year old in the bottle. And this beer, being a 10%er, it's going to keep for a while. And I could very easily put this down in the fridge downstairs and keep it for 3, 5, even 10 years. And it's just going to come together a little bit more. But as I told you, I'm thinning out the closet and the fridges, trying to get some of these beers out of there because I don't want to pack them up and take a chance of them breaking if I do sell the house and move to Florida. So, and you never know how that's going to go, guys. We're going right now. There's still some work to do in the basement. Everything outside and everything upstairs is done. Still got some work to do in the basement, but hopefully by May we'll be at a stage. Hopefully, got my fingers crossed, that we can put the house on the market and do all that. But time will tell. We will see. And as anybody that's trying to sell a house, sometimes the house is selling a month or two, and sometimes it'll be on the market a year or two or longer. So, well, I don't know right now when all this is going to take place, and we're going to sell the house and try to head to Florida. So, like I said, I might still be sitting here a year from now, or even two, doing beer reviews here in Virginia. So, never know. Let's get on with this one. Let's see what we got from this one. I've been impressed for everything that I've put to my lips from AleSmith. They do some awesome stuff. And this one, not quite a year old in the bottle. Like I said, will keep for quite a long time beyond this. But I want to go ahead and do this. This is the final beer of the evening, and it's a big bottle. As you can see there, it's a 750 milliliter, and the foil that they put on there, they don't do any kind of silly ass wax or any of that kind of stuff, or like Avery does, and put that foil on there that's been glued on with liquid nail that you can't get off. These foil caps usually come off in one piece or two, and very easy to get off. So they know how to brew some beers. They know how to package beers. This foil they stick on there, it's not going to add a lot of cost to it, like the wax, dipping each one in the wax. But even the foil does add to it. But it's a nice decorative. It looks like a champagne bottle, don't it? Yeah, it looks like something you would pop a cork on New Year's Eve and stuff. So AleSmith does some great stuff. I'm usually blown away by everything that, like I said, I pour in a glass and taste from these guys. So I don't expect this to be any different. And I've actually had two of my subscribers ask me, when are you going to do that beer? When are you going to do that beer? Well, we're doing it today. Alright, let's get on with this one, guys. Like I said, this is a 10%er. They're calling it on the rate beer at 17 IBUs. So, and I don't think it's got written on the bottle. They have a bunch of stuff that's written on the back of the bottle, but it is so small. I'm not going to put my Santa Claus glasses on and try to read it. I realize it is what it is. This is a bottle conditioned beer, though. So anytime you get the bottle conditioned, they've added a little bit more yeast at bottling, and sometimes they can be overcarbonated when they do that. And the longer you cellar them at like 70 degrees in a closet or as unrefrigerated, they can build up a little more carbonation than you desire, or I desire anyway. So hopefully this one hasn't done that. I really don't like those gushers and 10 fingers of head in the glass when I pour it in there. So hopefully this one won't be like that. Says here, AleSmith Grand Cru really needs to be tasted to be truly appreciated. Toasty caramel flavor, as well as flavors imparted by the Belgian yeast strain, predominate over a tapestry of subtle nuances. Winner of the Blue Ribbon at the '99 California State Fair, this is a thing of beauty. Is available in a 750 milliliter champagne bottle. Like I said, it looks like a champagne bottle with this gold foil that they've got on it. So, food pairs for this beer, guys. Considered a Belgian strong dark ale. Cuisine is barbecue. Cheese is sharp blue cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, your stronger cheeses, and the meat is beef and grilled meat. Glassware is a Stemper tulip oversized wine glass. Got my favorite glass here. And can be sold for a long, long time. Being a 10% Belgian strong ale, there's nothing that will deter you from selling this beer for 5, even 10 years, or maybe even longer if you so desire. So, don't think there's anything that's going to fade or any kind of crazy stuff. The beer is just going to get a little more complex over time. So, let's see if we can get the foil off of this. And like I said, usually this comes off pretty easy. So let's see how this one does. One piece. That's the way it should be, guys. You shouldn't have to pick off little bitty pieces of foam or wax off your bottles. If you happen to do that, write your congressman. Tell them they suck. And these 750 bottles, the caps are a little bigger than a regular 12-ounce bottle. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get this in there. See, it wants to rock off of it. So, you have to almost force it to go in there. Not a big hiss. That tells me it's not overcarbonated. And it's filled all the way up to right there. You're getting your money's worth. They know how to fill a bottle. They know how to brew beer. It's got that little hollow place in there like most of your 750 wine bottles do. Let's pour it, see what we got. I'm anticipating this to be a great beer. And for that aggressive pour down the center, we usually get us a good finger or two of head. That's about a finger and a half of head on that. Great looking beer. Great looking beer. That looks good. Deep red color. Kind of clear. I can see the light right through it. It's a little lighter through the thin part of the glass. Nice ruby color up here. Very, very, very nice looking beer. I've been blessed by the subscribers that I have that send me a lot of great beers, and I do appreciate it to everybody that does that, because it's not a cheap process. Beers are expensive to buy, and beers are very expensive to ship. So now that these are available here, I can usually get most of the stuff that AleSmith does. So thumbs up. I like that. Let's get a nose on it. Oh, yeah, that smells so good. I'm getting the rich roasty malt in there, nice sweetness on the back end. The Belgian yeast is there. Hints of coffee and caramel in there. Maybe some dark fruits, some plums, dates, raisins, or figs. Awesome smelling beer. These guys know how to make a beer. They do. I'm blown away every time that I try something different from these guys. How impressive that the beers are. Never had a bad beer from AleSmith. Never. That's why I feel comfortable when I go in and I see an AleSmith beer that I haven't had. I'm going, I haven't had that one. Well, it's $23.99. I know it's going to be good. Snatch. That's the way it is, guys. When you find a brewery that knows how to make good beers and they got the information you need on there, the ABV, when it was put in the bottle, you're comfortable spending that kind of money. I am. Rather than spending money on something that has no date on it, and you're taking that chance, and you've never had it before, or anything from that brewery before. So when I see AleSmith and I see something that I haven't had, I don't have a problem spending the extra money for that. Because even on this, you can spend your $23 or $25, and you can buy that beer and you can have it now, or you can stick it in your cellar, and you can have it 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you know that beer is still going to be good. Or if you got the deep pockets, you can buy 2 of them. You can have one now, and then you can have one 5 or 10 years down the road, just to see. Or you can, you can buy one, and then 5 years from now, when the next version of this comes out, you can buy it. Then you can do a vertical and see how the one that's 5 years old compares to one that's fresh. I do that occasionally. And as you can see, the head is dissipated while I've been flapping my gums. It's time to taste it. Cheers, everybody. That smells good. Oh yeah, the Belgian yeast is there. I'm getting that Belgian funkiness. Nice caramel, toffee, dark fruitiness in it. Wow, the plums and the dates and stuff are there. A wonderful sipping beer. Whether you have this before dinner, or with a strong dish with dinner, or after dinner as an aperitif or digestive, dessert. A great beer to share, especially in this size bottle. And if you're spending $23, $25 for a bottle of this, you need to share it with somebody. Spread the love. Let somebody, let your other half have some. Or open it up when you've got 2 or 3 great friends or good friends in the house and say, try this. And I mean, if they're macro lager drinkers, this is probably going to blow their palate out of their mouth. But if they're craft beer drinkers, they'll appreciate this. They really will. Well, not a lot of people will spring for $25 for one bottle of beer, even though it's a big bottle and it's a big beer. There's a lot of people that can't afford to, or choose not to, spend that kind of money on beers like this. Wow. They don't know what they're missing. That is so delicious, guys. That is delicious. This is a prime candidate to sip on a chilly evening when it's about 30 degrees or 20 degrees outside, snow on the ground if you live in that area. And sip on it. Maybe fire up a nice cigar to go with it, and just sip on it for 45 minutes to an hour. Very nice. Well, let me pour her a glass out of this and sip on it for a little while. Maybe go outside on the porch and put my jacket on so I don't freeze my butt off, and see where this one ends up. But it's a pretty impressive beer. I kind of figure I know where this is going. So I'll be right back and we'll do the final chug. Alright guys, I've been sipping on it about 45 minutes or so. Very pleasant beer. A lot of dark fruitiness in this beer. Caramel and toffee, plums and dark cherries. Very nice. Very, very nice. Nice sweetness on the back end. Alcohol is pretty well hidden for a 10%er. Very well made beer. Very, very well made. I'm not disappointed in this beer. And was not expecting to be disappointed in this beer. This is a very nice beer. Very well made dark, Belgian dark, strong dark Belgian ale. Very nice sweetness on the nose. Candied sugar, maybe some brown sugar in there. But the dark fruit and the Belgian yeast are coming through. Very nice. Final chug. Wow. Very nice. Very, very nice beer, guys. Very well made beer on top of that. Bottled on date. This one is just not quite a year old in the bottle. 4/22 of 15. Prime candidate for cellaring. It's just going to get better with a little bit of age on this, guys. Not quite a year in the bottle. You could sell this beer 5, even 10 years, and those flavors are going to come together a whole lot more than what they are now. But this is a beer you can drink now. You can drink this whenever you choose to. 2, 3, 5, 10. This beer is going to last. It's going to sell, or it's going to age well. Very pleasant. Very well done. Very, very well done beer. I'm always impressed with these guys from AleSmith. They don't do bad beers. You can, when you go in, you say, wow, that's a $24 bottle, $25 bottle of beer. It's a 750 milliliter. You got to realize that. And you wouldn't want to drink this all yourself. You shouldn't drink it all yourself. You should share this with somebody. It is a great beer on a nice winter evening to have by the fire, fire pit, outside, with some good friends. This is a great beer to share. To let everybody have a little taste of something that's this well made. You shouldn't drink all this yourself. If you are, you're a pig. Don't be a pig. Share it around. Share the experience. Share. Even if you have some macro lager friends, let them have a sip or two of this, and it may blow their palate out of their mouth. It may just say, they may say, "Oh God, how can you drink this stuff?" But you're introducing them to something a little different than what they're normally drinking, and this is a great beer. It is a great beer. To me, guys, it's an A beer. I'm going to give this beer a 9 out of 10. It is a great beer. We'll go over to the beer sites. Beer Advocate has this as a 91, which is in their outstanding range. It is an outstanding beer. I think it's a little better than what the numbers they're giving it. If I was putting a numeric rating on this, guys, without looking into anything else, in my personal opinion, I would give this one probably a 97 or a 98. It's pretty damn tasty. It's it may be even a 99 beer, and you might say, "Oh man, that's a 10 beer. You're crazy." I wouldn't argue with that. It's pretty damn tasty. The only way this beer could be better was put in a bourbon barrel. This is my OCD. That's just me. I love that bourbon barrel aging that these breweries do on their beers. So, but being a non-bourbon barrel aged beer is awesome. For a Belgian strong dark ale, 10%, very well made. A nice candidate for cellaring if you so choose. Over to Rate Beer says overall 99 and 99 in the style. So, I wouldn't argue with that. I'm more in line with these guys at Rate Beer than I am Beer Advocate. Like I said, it's 9 out of 10 for me, guys. 9 out of 10. It is so close to a 10. It's not funny. The only way this could be better is to put it in a bourbon barrel and let it age for 6 months or a year or so and see where that goes. I've not had a lot of bourbon barrel aged beers from these guys. So it's very tasty. For what it is, it's awesome. It is awesome. Alright guys, 99 from them, 91 from them, and 9 out of 10 for me, 97, 98 for me, maybe even a 99 with a date on the bottle. Very nice beer, very well made. So if you've had this one from AleSmith, their Grand Cru, pretty tasty beer. And if you see it, pick it up. I think you'll enjoy it. It's definitely, it's a pricey beer, but it's a big beer. It's a great candidate for selling if you so choose to. So let me know if you've had this one from them, Grand Cru from AleSmith. Let me know. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then. We're going to do a big trim. We're going to cut the beard back and the hair and all that. Gotta look like somebody. What do you think? Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.